These narcissists want to just tear you down emotionally so they can have control over you. That's all they want. They make you fall in love, and then they start to manipulate you and make you think that maybe you are the problem. And they just chip away at your soul. My friends, if this is you, or you were ever in this situation, or you know of someone in this situation, you or they need to run to the nearest fucking door and exit, and don't look back. They are incapable of fucking change. They only get worse. Think about yourself for a moment. You know you're not a narcissist if you can hear this and say, wow, I could never treat someone that way. Well, then if they're a good person, how can they just easily treat you that way? Hello, everyone. Janna here. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate each and every one of you. This podcast is still ranking really high on the U.S. charts in nutrition. Been up to number 4, holding number 6 right now. And just super, super grateful for each and every one of you who tune in, who have subscribed and who download and rate and share all of it. Thank you so very much. All right, let's talk about narcissist, aka clowns, monsters, whatever you want to call them. Let's talk about narcissist. So there's so much to talk about with narcissists and just understanding them. So this episode, I'm going to keep this one just about how narcissists, how they reel you in, right? How you become their prey, right? They're the predator. How do you become their prey? Why don't you see the red flags in the beginning? You know, like, what is it? It's like, oh, and hey, I get this. You know, even have gone through so much narcissistic abuse and done the healing and, become a narcissist expert. I'm still, I'm still able to become a prey myself. And so I have to really, really pay attention when I first meet someone, right? And trust me, red flags go up for me really, really fast. And I don't ever waver on my gut. So I want you to know this. If you meet someone, I don't care if this is a girl and you meet another girl and it's a potential friendship, or this is a potential partner, or you're a guy, you meet another guy and he potential friendship, partnership. I don't care what the situation is. So a business ship doesn't matter. If you ever meet someone and you ignore red flags, and how do you ignore red flags? You do this. You say, yeah, you know what? I think I'm just insecure because I've been through a lot. I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. If you ever have to say that, I don't care what picture these bullshit lying pieces of shit have painted for you. If you get that feeling and you tell yourself, yeah, you know what? I'm just insecure. Like, they're not all like so-and-so. And, they've done nothing to me, right? They've been nothing but nice. And, I'm insecure. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. If that runs through your mind one motherfucking time, run. Now ask yourself this if you're not sure about that piece of advice. Ask yourself this. The legit ones in your life that have never done you wrong, that are tried and true, ask yourself this one question. In the beginning of that relationship, friendship, businessship, did you ever once get the feeling of, you know what? I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to venture to say no. I'm going to venture to say that the people in your life that you know are fucking good, like they've been in your life, they've been with you through the thick and thin, you know they're not a narcissist. I bet you never once in the beginning of that friendship relationship had the, you know what, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt thought. That answers your question, my friends. Your gut is real. The gut feeling is real. This isn't some made up woo-woo shit. Your gut instinct is spot on. It is everything. It is an energy that you are receiving. It is a message. Think about your gut feelings, your intuition that you get, right? In the gut. Oh, I got a gut feeling. Think about it as you just got delivered a piece of mail, and the universe is trying to deliver this piece of mail to you. And sometimes you just don't want to pick up that piece of mail and open the envelope because you're just like, I know I have a late pay. I know I owe money. I'm not going to look at that right now. That's basically what you're doing. Everything and everyone is energy. The universe does try to always tell you, my friends, that is not a mistake. The issue is, the mistake is that we get in our own fucking way. We want to believe our thoughts when we feel that they are self-serving to us. We want to ignore our thoughts when we feel like, I'm desperate for this friendship and relationship because I can't fulfill these voids myself. Did that sound a little harsh? Don't give a shit. That's the damn truth. Are you so desperate for the relationship, for the friendship? Yeah, fuck it. I'm going to ignore my gut. I mean, my God, love yourself a little bit more, right? Don't ignore that feeling that you get. All right? So let's keep moving forward with this. Here you are at the beginning of this relationship, friendship, businessship. It applies to all the ships. Here you are. Here's some things to look for. Red flags. Number one was the gut feeling of, you know what? I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. That's red flag number one. Red flag number two, this person moves really fast with you. It's like all in, right? Like now you're their best friend. Now you're their, soulmate. Now you're their, top business partner. All of it, you name it. It's like you fucking cream of the crop. You rise to the top just like that. Everything happens fast. You have what you think are deep conversations. Are you really getting to know a whole lot about them? Or do they kind of just throw you a little bone here now and then? Because they say, you know what? Enough about me. I really want to get to know you because I'm intrigued. And I mean, I'm just like, I've never met anyone like you. And like, I really want to be there for you. I want to get to know you. And you've been through so much. You can talk to me. I'm here for you. I'll never judge you. Inside, they're thinking, please tell me everything, you stupid person, because I am going to use it against you. Now, am I saying you're a stupid person? No, but they are in their head. That's what they do because they're evil pieces of shit. They put on this persona that they really want to get to know you. They really fucking care. But yet they really just kind of throw breadcrumbs about their own past. And what they do tell you, 100% lie. I'll take that back. 98% of it is a lie. I call this the honeymoon phase, but it's really it's like the circus phase. It's like the clown. They're putting on their little show. They got their mask on. And as soon as they feel they have enough ammo, aka get to know you enough, they start to slowly take their mask off, sometimes rather quickly. But you are so caught off guard when that happens. And at this point, you're just like all in with them, right? Whether you're in love or you're just like all in business and in finances or your friendship. And you're just kind of like, yeah, this isn't the person I know. And then what do? They literally start right then and there using your past as their playground. They start to throw those darts at you. All the pains, the sadness, the insecurities, your fears that you shared in the very beginning of, oh my God, this is so deep. We have the best conversations. All that stuff you shared in that phase, it starts to be a weapon against you, my friends. If you tell them, I am so insecure, okay, let me give you an example. My past, my ex. This is literally what happened in the beginning. I told him so much, things I had never told anyone ever. I mean, he was good, right? I'm a pretty private person. I told him all the stuff. And one of the things, so I can give you not just some made up example, this is real. One of the things I told him was I was married before and I'm ashamed of it. And I'm telling you this I don't want your sympathy. I just want you to know he was horribly abusive to me. And I'm a little gun shy. He was sexually, physically, and verbally abusive to me. And it was a really bad situation. And so, this is a lot for me right now to just, want to get to know you. That's what I told him. And this is true story, word for word. And he seemed like he just really cared. He's like, oh my gosh. He was like, if I could just, I would hurt that person if I ever saw him. And I was like, you don't need to do that. I'm just telling you because it's important you know who I am. All right, fast forward. How long does it take to fast forward? In this case, about 2 months, maybe 6 weeks later. Honeymoon phase, get to know you phase, over. Now, there is nothing a human could ever do to deserve to have that thrown in their face. Nothing. But man, I didn't do one fucking thing. I was sick and we were watching a movie. It was late. It was like 11:30 at night on a Friday night. He got a phone call and all of a sudden he goes, I'm going to go hang out with my friends. I was like, what? Because we did everything together. Plus I was really sick and he was like, I just want to take care of you. I was like, what? And he was like, I'm going to go hang out with my friends. Do you have a problem with that? I mean, it's not like you're fine. You're here. Like, you're not dying. Like, you're just going to go to sleep. I said, oh. He was like, oh, God, you're one of those insecure types. I said, no, I'm just really, thrown off guard. This is new to me. And I said, the way you're acting is just it's really rude. And I was so caught off guard. He became all of a sudden this, what I thought was a sweet, caring person. And all of a sudden he was just like flipped a switch. And it was just he goes, oh my God. He goes, I can't do this. He's like, I thought you were different than all the others. I said, well, and then I'm like, what are you talking about? Then I'm on the defense because I'm like, what are you talking about? And he got in my face and he yelled at me, F you. And then this is what he said. He goes, no wonder he beat the shit out of you. That's what he said to me in my face as spit flew out of his mouth onto mine. And he said, F you, and left. I stood there by the window that overlooked the circular drive, and I watched him get in his truck and leave. And I just stood there, my mouth opened, tears streaming down my face, and I was at a loss for words. I was in shock. I was in disbelief. And here's the sad thing, my friends. I was wondering what I did wrong. Because I was like, he's such a sweet person. Like, I must have really, like, you know what? Maybe I really shouldn't have. I really don't care that he left to go with his friends. I was just caught off guard. I should really handle that better. Next time I'll do better. I mean, like, I didn't mean to upset him. And then I thought, but you know, why did he say that to me? That was really mean. So then I called him because I just wanted an apology. I wanted him to say, I should never have said that to you. I'm sorry, because I was really hurting from that. All the while, the other things he did to me, I was just like, you know, I could do better. Next time I'll pretend nothing bothers me. Well, he wouldn't answer his phone. I called about 2 or 3 times, left a few messages. Never heard from him. Of course, he came back eventually. I don't know what time. I was asleep. And the next day, he wouldn't talk to me. And then I got more upset. Finally, I was like, is there something you want to talk about? He goes, no. He goes, I figured you were going to apologize soon. I said, are you serious? I said, I'm not really quite sure what I did wrong. Well, wow. Did he get that big wheel and turn that truck around? And this is just, you know, me giving you a visual of what narcissists do. They turn it around. And he turned it around on me. And finally he goes, he was like, yeah, I guess what I said was a little insensitive, but Jesus, he was like, you just made me so mad. He was like, of course I don't mean that. My God, you weren't really upset about it, were you? That's exactly what happened. And I wanted to share that little story with you to give you an example of what these fucking evil pieces of shit do. And that is me being nice saying that about them. They are incapable of change. Your past is their playground. And let me tell you something else. If someone truly loves you and respects you, if someone is just truly a good person in general and they don't really know you, they would never, ever talk to you that way. They would never treat you that way. Ever. Never, ever accept anything less than. These narcissists want to just tear you down emotionally so they can have control over you. That's all they want. That is all they want. They make you fall in love, and then they start to manipulate you and make you think that maybe you are the problem. And they just chip away at your soul. My friends, if this is you, or you are ever in this situation, or you know of someone in the situation, you or they need to run to the nearest fucking door and exit, and don't look back. They are incapable of fucking change. They only get worse. Think about yourself for a moment. You know you're not a narcissist if you can hear this and say, wow, I could never treat someone that way. Well, then if they're a good person, how can they just easily treat you that way? Would you watch someone you really, really care for, best friend, sister, brother, don't care, family member, don't care what it is, would you watch someone be treated like that and not tell them, what the fuck are you doing? Run? Don't give advice that you can't take because you don't give it to yourself. All right. We were going to talk a lot more about narcissism and red flags and ways to handle certain situations. If there's something in particular you want to hear about, I'd love to hear from you. Easiest and best way to get a hold of me is you can leave a comment below. Or you can actually DM me on my Instagram, Revived by Janna. That's the easiest way to get a hold of me. There's so many platforms. It's a lot for me to keep up with. But I do my very best. Be patient, and hope you all have a good rest of the day.